Right.
Welcome to Eagle Stadium for Game 2 of the Big V Championship Women's Grand Final Series between Wyndham and Bulleen Boomers. The Big V and Wyndham Basketball Association acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today, the Wadawurrung people, and pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Wyndham enters the second game of the ultimate best-of-3 series, one up, having inflicted a 63-55 defeat on the Boomers last Saturday night in Doncaster. Hello, I'm Wes Cusworth, joining forces with regular play-by-play commentator Mitch Child for tonight's commentary.
G'day Wes, great to be here. Great to see the crowd rolling in. I think that's going to be a big factor here tonight, as well as plenty of other things going on. So fantastic to be here. Fantastic to see both teams getting into it, warming up, and looks like it should be a fantastic game. Obviously the Boomers with everything on the line.
Yes, no doubt. Michael Brookins, a very experienced coach. He will have his side primed to create something of an upset tonight here at Eagle Stadium. Clearly it's do or die for Bulleen, but at the same time, as much as we know that Bulleen will come out firing, there's so much on the line for the Wyndham lineup, and under the auspices of Billy Acallo and Jamie Lee Pearce tonight in the absence of Jared Hillier, they too will have their eye on the prize and hope to claim the spoils and to do it tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Wyndham, I think both the men's and women's team, I think, but worth shouting out, playing tonight in a game 2. Both pretty keen to obviously wrap it up into as well, with one game ahead in the series for both the men and the women. So could be a big night out in Wyndham tonight, depending how things go. Obviously, Sunbury in the men's and Bulleen here in the women's will have something to say about that, and hopefully have to run this back and be back here tomorrow afternoon.
Yes, that's right. They'll be hoping that they get to see a bit of Eagle Stadium across the course of this week, and there's no doubt about that. And we have the Big V official on hand, Craig Davidson, in the event of a result being achieved tonight. And at the same time, he is here to take part in what should be a fantastic little period of time at halftime when we have the presentations of the awards for the championship women. So congratulations to our award recipients. We'll see that upcoming at halftime. So if you are watching the game and you're thinking you might step out at some point to grab yourself a cup of tea or something like that, well, you certainly won't want to miss immediately upon completion of the second quarter, because we'll do the Big V Championship Women presentations right then. You'll see them live stream. Fantastic. And then, of course, then the 10-minute break will be taken for the respective side. So the break will still be there for the players, because clearly some players involved in tonight's game will be featuring in the awards.
Fantastic. I think just a quick recap of Game 1 in the series, obviously over in Doncaster for the Bulleen Boomers home game. It was Wyndham by, I think it was only 8 points in the end. After a slow start, Wyndham only getting 9 points in the first quarter, came out hot and closed it out with a big third quarter on the back of, I think it was a bit of a team effort combination with the gun Amanda Pascal with 22 and Diani and Arniev with 17. A couple names we'll be calling out plenty tonight, I'm sure. And for Bulleen, it was Bontempelli. So Olivia Bontempelli with 24 points, 8 rebounds is definitely one to watch here tonight. You can see her shaking hands with the referees as we speak. Definitely one to watch, along with Luella Tomlinson as well. Probably the dominant centre in the women's competition, I would say, her alongside with Jacinta Vandenberg from McKinnon. But of course, we've got our own Lindsay Hugenhout in at the 5 here for Wyndham, which will definitely be putting up a big contest here. One of the best rebounders you'll see in the women's comp. Regularly see Lindsay Hugenhout pulling in 15, 16 rebounds a game. So she's got a work cut out for her tonight, and we're about to get underway.
Yes, Wyndham wearing the uncharacteristic blue, of course. As a home strip, we typically see the gold. So we'll just have to become accustomed to that, won't we? But there is a lovely contrast between the strips for the respective teams. So
saving the yellow if needed for tomorrow. And the tip's off. And Luella Tomlinson and the Boomers have it underway here. So that's Annabelle Dearbon, number 4. Look out for her. She's off to Bontempelli in the corner. Going baseline. Inside to Tomlinson. Looks like Pascal had a piece of it and it's out of bounds. So straight away you see the Boomers going to what seems to be their strength in getting it inside to their taller players.
And it was ultimately one of the smaller players on the court that caused the hold-up.
Pascal, golden hands, Pascal. We saw Amanda Pascal winning the Golden Hands Award for the Big V, as she's missing that one. And of course, as I was saying, Hugenhout with the rebound. And that is Diani Ananiev knocking down a 3 and 1. Getting this crowd ignited. So golden hands, Pascal was the combination of assists and steals minus turnovers. So biggest differential there was Amanda Pascal for her first season here for Wyndham. So
she's had a huge season, not only as an on-court performer, but also as a great mentor to a lot of the younger players that she's leading out there on court.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a big on-court leader, big presence. Little 1-2, slowing things down, and gets her own rebound somehow. Flips it out. Lauren Jones. Ananiev goes inside to Hugenhout, who's going up. Looks like Betson might have got a piece of that. And the Boomers getting things back down, underway. And the crowd noise starts to come into it as well. As they look to find Bontempelli there on the baseline cut. And that one's out of bounds.
Yeah, just breakdown and on offense there for the Boomers. I'll be disappointed with that. The fact that they've handed the ball back to the home side.
So Pascal flipping to Lauren Jones. Inside to Hugenhout again. She's got Tomlinson on her. Gets down nice and low. Drags in the player. And that was Holly Dolney missing that 3. Obviously, Wyndham are going to be very happy to take any looks they get from beyond the arc as the Boomers answering back. As that one can't be finished by Betson. Hugenhout looking for an option. Finds Jones in transition now. Gets Tomlinson. And then flips it back to AP. Amanda Pascal off the glass. Beautiful work from Lauren Jones. First of all, getting her player in the air. Getting past Tomlinson. And another turnover. Straight back down for Wyndham. And it's Ananiev in the corner. Gets Betson in the air. Ananiev for 3. Oh, Diani Ananiev for 3 more. Showing everyone why she's a leading scorer in the competition. Diani Ananiev. And the Boomers needing to find an answer quickly here. Straight away, Bontempelli. Oh, it's that person again. Diani with the block on Bontempelli that time. It's Pascal looking for an option, saying something, slowing things down. It's Jones up top to Holly Dolney on the drive. And that's blocked by Tomlinson, but it's not out of court. It's not out of court, but Lindsay Hugenhout was out of court.
It won't be long before Mike Brookins will be calling for a timeout if things don't turn quickly for the Boomers. He's not one to mince words.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely right. So they'll want to answer quickly here, the Boomers. Maltezos flips it out. It's Bontempelli, baseline jumper. Can't get it to drop. Pascal with another rebound. Flips it outside. Holly Dolney looking for an option. Finds a good one in Ananiev. That looks a bit short. It is short. And Bontempelli with the rebound. Flips it outside to Betson. Goes inside. Tomlinson gets it down low. Off the glass for 2. Luella Tomlinson, tidy work there. And gets Bulleen's account opened up. Pascal. Dolney to Jones. And that's over the backboard and out of bounds. So about 4 minutes gone here. First quarter, 6 points in the favour of Wyndham. As Tomlinson finds Betson off a nice pass, but she can't finish. Rebounds controlled there by Bulleen. And Bontempelli's got it outside, has a look at it. Can't get it to drop. As Hugenhout putting the ball on the floor. Something you not see very often. And that looks good from Jones, just off. You can't say you'll see Lindsay Hugenhout taking too many dribbles down the court tonight. As out of court there was Emily Maltezos on the pass. And I think we might have that timeout you were talking about, Wes.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be any great length of time. So great start for Diani Ananiev. 6 points already. Amanda Pascal on the board with 2, and Luella Tomlinson, the sole scorer, with 2 points for the visitors. So that's the way it is at the moment.
And if you happen to be watching and paying attention to the men's game on at the same time, scores all tied, 11 apiece. something we'll be keeping an eye on here, I'm sure.
Yeah, we certainly will. There's no question of that.
So as I was saying, Diani and Aniev coming in tonight, averaging almost 20, 19.86. We'll do our best and round it up to 20 for her. But I think what's great for Wyndham, you see, we got Lauren Jones averaging 15, Pascal averaging 15. So plenty of weapons that can get the job done, which has really been their strength over the season. If it's not been Diani or Amanda Pascal, it's been Lauren Jones. Holly Dolney can heat up from 3. Even Tennille Knight as well can shoot a 3. There's almost every player on the court, probably other than Lindsay Hugenhout, is red hot from beyond the arc. And then there's one of your favourite players coming on the court, Rachel Kerr, Wes.
I love her tenacity, Rachel. She is one who leaves nothing on the court. Always gives 100%. And, of course, it was quite amusing, wasn't it, with an earlier game where we saw Amanda Pascal drain a 3 early on and point to the commentator, Mitch, and just straightened you up on your thoughts about her three-point shooting?
Oh, look, of all the shooters on the court, I said that probably Pascal was not the strongest, and she didn't take that nicely, which, hey, happy to be proven wrong. As Hugenhout goes for the lefty off the glass. And Diani Ananiev on the follow. That's a fantastic putback from Diani. Nice matchup here. Tomlinson's shooting a mid-range and knocking down another one. So she's got 4 of the points here for Bulleen. As Dolney goes to Ananiev in the corner. Looks like she's going to call for a travel.
Yeah. Well, little walkies there on that occasion. Diani,
the refs have been hot on that the last sort of second half of the season. I've noticed a few players. Pascal, Maurice Howard for the men's, that quick change on the pivot foot before the dribble. They've been pretty hot. So,
and even Amanda Pascal's 0 step hasn't always been as gleefully accepted by the officials, but
Betson makes a nice move in. Was being hassled by, I think that was Dolney, but gets to the rim and finishes off the glass. Oh, Rachel Kerr and Pascal. Good first effort by Kerr to get in there and try and reel it in. And then it was Pascal on the follow-up as Betson can't finish. Tomlinson's in there for the rebound. Makes some space, gets rid of Tennille Knight.
She's a real danger, isn't she, Luella Tomlinson? She's such a dynamic player.
Yeah.
There's no question that the
absolutely.
Enormous height advantage that she has, as Holly Dolney puts it up.
Oh, all the way up.
And all the way down.
Bringing some dust down from that one. Yeah, so Tomlinson averaging 10 rebounds a game, which is a massive effort. And on that, about 3 offensive rebounds. I think she's already got that tally filled tonight. As Rachel Kerr is going to be picked up for a foul there on Maltezos. Some speed there in that matchup with Kerr and Maltezos. Just going to see how that one goes up. Looking to see who picks up. I like this matchup here with Pascal and Bontempelli as well. 2 guns just going at it.
Well, I suppose at this pointy end of the season, that's what we expect to see, the best teams and the best players going head-to-head.
That's Maltezos from downtown. I think that's off Tomlinson, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah, she worked herself into some space nicely there, Maltezos, didn't she?
Yeah, definitely. So she's going to have a rest, and it looks like number 7, that is Amanda Hobber.
The captain.
Captain of the top. Yeah, that's right.
Seasoned performer, Amanda Hobber.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Amanda Pascal, the 2 Amandas, the captains, and both really quite inspiring leaders.
Jones flips it off to Tennille Knight, and Bontempelli picks it off. I think Tennille Knight lost the handle there a little bit, but slid away to steal in the hands of Bontempelli. And she's gone to Hobber, and I think Jones called for the foul. Bontempelli, Wes, are we the same Bontempelli we're familiar with? From the same family or not?
Not quite sure.
Not a very common name you hear too often, is it?
No.
So we go in the post here to Tomlinson, back to Dearborn. Nice move, and one. Bit of speed there from Annabelle Dearborn. Had Rachel Kerr on her coattails and managed to get it up and in, and a chance for a 3-point play. As the lead's been cut to 5 points now.
When you ask for the relationship to of the Bontempellis. They're both unquestionably very talented sports people.
That's why it wouldn't surprise me. Exactly right.
Vitali coming into the action.
Interesting to see how many minutes they go for Tomlinson here. It's great shooting by Dearborn, knocks that one down. And then here we go, Pascal pushing the pace. That's one thing I love about this Wyndham team, that ball comes in and it's straight down the court. And the pressure is on right away as Pascal can't finish. There's going to be a foul called on, I think that might be on Hobart. Just reaching in there on Holly Dolney. Yeah, something I've loved to see from the Wyndham, both teams, I think. Obviously they're playing a pretty similar brand, is as soon as the score's in, the points are in at one end, it's in the hands of usually Maurice Howard or in this case Amanda Pascal, and it's back down the floor in a hurry.
Yeah, that's the influence of the likes of Jared Hillier and Lucas Allen for the men and women women and men respectively.
That's right, as Dolney's just missing that one, and Tomlinson picking up a rebound. Let's get a count there on what her rebounds are up to so far. As Dearborn makes a nice move in. Oh, can't get it to drop.
She's started to make a difference, Dearborn, hasn't she?
Yeah. Fantastic the last couple of minutes. As Ananiev buries that. I was just having a quick chat. I think it was to Lyle Hellier just prior to the game about Wyndham's three-point shooting as Hobart goes in. And Tomlinson's there. Can't get it to drop. Tenille Knight's all over her. Goes through her legs. Bontempelli's there. It's going to be a jump ball. And I was saying to Lyle pre-game, you know, it's not a matter. Wyndham are going to get the shots. They're going to get enough three-point shots to put themselves in front of this game and to break away with it. And it's just whether or not they can get them to drop. You know, usually around that 35% mark is probably the benchmark for Wyndham. Currently at 37. So as we look here, Holly Dolney shooting one, can't get it to drop, and Hugenhout keeps it in bounds. And there's a foul called here on Pascal. So yeah, Wyndham are going to get enough shots, and it's whether or not they can get them to drop is probably going to be the difference here. And as so far so good. Hopefully, as Wyndham people, we see it to continue, but would love to see a great game from both sides, and it definitely has the writing on the walls to be a great game and go down to the wire here. As Jones looking for an option, finds Ananiev. Bontempelli had a piece of it, and then Diani picked up a piece of Bontempelli.
They have copped a little knock to the face there on that occasion, Diani. She's certainly holding her cheek.
You see that when I was watching the under-10s this morning, and some of the players go in hard for the ball and get hit in the head and get bumped and bruised, but sometimes it's just the nature of being hard at the ball, which there's no doubt Diani is. So Kayla Vitale here, and Saw Conta Taute is in as well. Number 13 is going baseline. Here's Vitale looking for an option. Bontempelli taking it into the paint, flipping it up. Can't get it to drop. I think she wanted the foul called. Pascal almost loses it. Dolney comes up with it. Inside to Hugenhout, going in on Tomlinson. It's a tough matchup for Lindsay to go in on. Tomlinson taking it down.
Putting the ball to the floor.
Coast to coast. Makes a nice pass to Vitale, kicks it out. Hobart for three. It's out of bounds. I think it's going to be a foul on Pascal. Bit of a hold on the loose ball there. Didn't want to give Tomlinson the chance to get near it with a bit of a size matchup. And that's going to be Wyndham over the limit. So fouls from here on in. The last 2 minutes here, going to go to the line. Bulleen. So Luella Tomlinson has 6 rebounds already so far to go along with now 7 points in the first quarter. That one's off. Good rebound from Bontempelli. Goes back to Tomlinson, shooting a 3 this time. And missing. Good quick pass out there from Hugenhout. Dolney for 3. Can't get it to drop. Good rebound from Jones. Flips out to Pascal. Screen from Hugenhout. She's going to pop that. Can't get it to drop. Hugenhout, another rebound. As Pascal double teams Vitale on her. 8 on the shot clock. Finds Diani. Good rebound from Jones. And Jones was blocked there by Tomlinson and out of bounds.
.13 on the clock for Wyndham. Bontempelli steps out of the game.
Well-deserved rest.
Yeah, she's a hard worker.
Hugenhout goes out to Jones. Goes back into Hugenhout. Trying to turn around on Tomlinson. That's been sent back into her face. Vitale in response. Mid-range is off. Couldn't seize that. Oh, it's Faith Miller on there for the rebound. Snuck on the court just now. So already, I'm not sure about the block tally for, I think Luella Tomlinson only got 2 blocks on the stat sheet. I think that's not very friendly for her. I think she's got more than 2. But I think Lindsay Hugenhout's going to need to find a second option there. Because going in on Tomlinson's not working. As Pascal is fouled on the way in. I think that might not be a shooting foul. It's a baseline ball, so fouled on the pass. As number 16, Holly Griffiths, comes in.
That's Luella Tomlinson's first.
She's coming off as well.
She's worked hard, Luella.
Yeah, I think you'll see her and Bontempelli playing the bulk of these minutes here tonight. As well, who will Pascal probably play 40, I reckon. Jones, step back. Can't get it to drop. I think Hugenhout could not get that one back in play. Yeah, I don't know if you'll see Pascal sub out tonight. If this game's going down to the wire, I think she's playing 40. And I don't think her or Billy or Carlo have an issue with that one piece. Vitale gets a good look in the corner. Knocks it down. Kayla Vitale cuts the lead to 3 as we're down to 25 on the clock. It's Lauren Jones likes what she sees. Can't get it to drop. Shot clock is turned off here for Bulleen. Vitale puts behind her back as Griffiths hits the deck in the paint. And the noise is starting to ramp up. And Pascal's got it. And one, Amanda Pascal. Faith Miller just had a hand on as she was going up. It's a tough one on Faith Miller there.
Yeah, well, she obviously had to try to provide some intervention there because it was all going to be too easy for Amanda Pascal, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was sort of caught in 2 grounds, sort of didn't commit to giving the foul and didn't let her have the layup, and here we are for a 3-point play for Pascal, who misses the extra. Unlikely from Pascal, who almost got a cheeky couple of points there, as we are 1 quarter down in this game 2. And it's a 5-point lead to Wyndham.
Yeah, Diani Anunyev has 11 points. Amanda Pascal has 6. Holly Dolney has 3. And for Bulleen, Luella Tomlinson has 7. Annabelle Dearborn, 3. Kayla Vitale has 3. And Tabitha Betson has 2. And an updated score from Boardman Stadium.
Yeah, we've got the Wyndham men just starting the second quarter now, up by 5 points. So good news if you're a Wyndham fan. We'll take a quick break. So just diving into a few more stats here. After the first quarter, the three-point percentage, I think, is the big one here for Wyndham. 4 from 14, shooting at about 28%, which is sort of around the benchmark number I was saying earlier. So Wyndham's threes have been dropping so far. Bulleen will need to find an answer if that continues to be the case. And all of a sudden, quick break, we're back underway here. That's Dearbon as Wyndham go into a zone. Griffiths looking a little mid-range as Pascal trying to keep it alive. Just can't quite get there in time. Looks like Tomlinson still sitting out for the time being. Nice pass inside to Miller. And off the glass for 2, and the lead's cut to 3 points here in favour of Wyndham. Lauren Jones, I think she did, yeah, one too many on that pre-dribble move. Second time we've seen that called tonight. As Hobart picked up by Mackenzie Drew. Another one of these young bench players for Wyndham, you'll see. Sponsorpelli's going in, missing that one. Vander Pascal comes up with the rebound. I think that was Mackenzie Drew, give her a little tip on the way. Lauren Jones finds Dolney in the corner. Oh, I'll tell you what, Wes, you see a Dolney in the corner wide open. There's not too many times that shot's not going in.
It's a well-practiced shot in the Dolney household. There's no question of that. They're both very good at it.
As Dearbon's trying her chances. Can't get it to drop. Griffiths kept it alive. Got to Faith Miller, who's working hard on the boards. As the ball was just not going anywhere, and there's a foul called. I think that's going to be on Mackenzie Drew. It was, yes. And baseline ball, so foul on the rebound there. And Mackenzie Drew, after a good couple of minutes, coming off. And Diani Ananiev back on. Bontempelli. Pass is broken up. And it's Pascal. Bontempelli. And there's Dolney. There's a corner three from Holly Dolney. Gets it to drop again. Back-to-back threes for Holly Dolney. If you don't mind, the lead's out to 9 points. So Bulleen looking for an answer. Goes straight into Bontempelli. Goes to find Tomlinson. Pass is broken up. Good picked off there by Hugenhout. And Arniev. Now Pascal slowing things down. Left open on the mid-range. Pascal's going to shoot that. Can't get it to drop. Rebound there from Tomlinson. It's picked off there by Hugenhout. Extra pass out to Ananiev for 3. Oh, all of a sudden the three's raining down, and the scoreboard pressure that puts on this Bulleen team is immense. Quick scores. Out of bounds, Wyndham ball. 3 threes in the space of about a minute of basketball, Wes.
Yeah, outstanding. Just creating that gap. The space now, 12 points between the sides. It really forces Mike Brookins and the Bulleen Boomers to do something different.
They cut it to 3 points about a minute ago. So crazy how that works out in favour of Wyndham. That's the game they play. As Dolney puts it on the floor. Doesn't want to go over Tomlinson. Ananiev puts it to Dolney in the corner. And that's going to be short. Dearbon's going to pick it up. Hit some traffic. It's now Hobart looking for an option. Bontempelli guarded closely by Pascal. Great matchup there. Finds Betson off a nice pass. Beautiful cut under reverse. Tabitha Betson. Lovely finish. It's Lauren Jones in the corner. Goes out to Pascal. Pascal for 3. Her turn. Can't get it to drop. That's Hobart looking for an option. Finds Betson in transition. Good hands from Hugenhout. She's putting it on the floor now. Look at her go. She's off to Ananiev. There's a glint in Lizzie Hugenhout's eyes there. Look, back going coast to coast. But decides to pass it off. Wyndham have about 8 on the shot clock. As a foul is called. No. There is an offensive 3 seconds called on Diani there. Not something you see called too often, but fair enough. Only the highest standard of refereeing here tonight in the grand final series.
Yeah, congratulations to our referees who get the opportunities to officiate in these really big games. Richly deserving. I know they strive for this opportunity.
That's right, exactly right. There's Dearborn off a nice pass from Vitale. Oh, sorry, Maltezos. Can't get it to drop. Here's Kerr. Good pass out to Pascal, who hit Dearborn pretty hard. And the pass to Jones was off. And Bontempelli is going in to the body of Diani Ananiev. And she's going to go to the line for 2. So Diani, that might be her...
That's her first.
Her first foul.
A real problem at the moment.
No, all players only on sort of 1 or 2 fouls.
Haven't been too many fouls called across the course of the game as Tennille Knight enters the action. Lindsay Hugenhout takes a break.
I think with the run and gun style Wyndham play, they're pretty happy to keep the game flowing, and so they're not getting tied up too many times to draw the fouls. As Bontempelli knocks the first of the pair down. Just her first points. With the amount we've called her name out, it's more distributing than anything else, and she's perfect from the line.
Well, she is a creative player that brings others into the game, isn't she?
Yeah, absolutely. As is Pascal here. Got the match up there she wanted. Got the switch in the nice screen from Tennille Knight. Tell you what, that's a task for Kate Strzaka there, guarding Pascal. I think Pascal saw the matchup and knew she had a bit of space to work with. Made a nice move with a screen from Knight as Tomlinson shooting a long 2. Nice rebound from Pascal. Beautiful pass across court, finds Diani Naniev. And that's long. Maltezos picks it off and bringing it back down, guarded by Kerr. Kerr giving her no space. Maltezos gets a little bit, and Jones picks up the rebound. Makes a nice pass through to Tennille Knight, who decides to take things back out and flip it out to Ananiev. That's wide open for Pascal. Doesn't get any more open than that. And she gets her own rebound. She's going to go again from the corner. And it's short again. And Tomlinson picking up the rebound this time. This pace looks to be wearing on Bulleen. Relentless pace from Wyndham. Rachel Kerr, she knew that was coming.
Well, there was no danger of Luella Tomlinson not providing a real presence there, was there?
I think the little grin from Rachel Kerr after that, you knew she was in trouble there with Tomlinson coming over the back and popping that one out of bounds. It's going to be a number, how many blocks is that for Tomlinson, her 3rd? Again, I think she's being harshly done by on the stat sheet. It might be her 4th, as it's a 10-point lead to Wyndham into the timeout here called. For those paying attention, quick check on the scores over in the champ men's game. Looks like we've got Wyndham on top there as well. Wyndham up by 7 points, and it's Maurice Howard with 15. And Tomi Ayalawa with 10. Love to see Wyndham men still on top. So back to things here as it's a 10-point lead for Wyndham. That all-important 3-point percentage, 31.8% from 3 for Wyndham. It's going to be the difference here. About 5 to play in this first half. And I think Bulleen yet to hit the front. Got themselves to within 3 points.
That's right.
Yet to hit the lead, but it's the only time the lead matters is at the very end of the game. So,
and that's exactly what we need to keep in mind is the fact that last week, for all intents and purposes, it was heading one way, and that was Bulleen's way because Wyndham was really struggling. They were certainly stifled at the offensive end. They were really not hitting their shots, but obviously they turned things around in the latter stages of the second quarter.
Right. Pascal up top. That's Tennille Knight for 3. Tennille Knight knocks that one down. Not a player you see a lot of the time shooting the 3. Tennille Knight, but definitely can shoot it. So Bulleen needing an answer here, down by 13 points with about 4.5 to play. Bontempelli looking to find that, turning on Pascal, off the glass. Nice finish, Olivia Bontempelli. Strzaka's picking up here on Pascal. Pascal flips it outside. Tennille Knight's going to go again for 3. Tennille Knight goes back to back.
Neil wanting to get into the action from outside.
Why not? If you can shoot him like that, why not?
All of a sudden, it's a 14-point advantage.
And Daniel Knight on the other end of the court can't quite control it. Puts it between the legs of Tomlinson. It's going to be a jump ball call, and it's going to go in favour of Wyndham. And Wyndham still on top in the men's, up by 6 points now over there at Boardman Stadium in Sunbury. Game 2 of that grand final series as well. As we have Ananiev looking for an inbound pass here. Pascal's occupied, so it's going to go to the hands of Neil Knight. Back to Ananiev. See a few teams do this, look to take the ball out of Amanda Pascal's hands. We have a foul called on 33. That is Tabitha Betson. Yeah, so you see this a lot, sort of, when Pascal starts distributing and creating a lot of opportunities, they send one or two to her before the ball's even inbounds to get the ball in the hands of Ananiev and Jones to sort of see how Wyndham combat that. So we'll see how that plays out. Ananiev looking for an option, finds Lauren Jones, flips it outside to Pascal. Putting the crossover on Bontempelli. One for the highlight reel. She got it to drop. There's a bit of a crowd building next to us. Got very excited as a nice move. Lovely pass. Finds Annabelle Dearborn, who's off the glass for 2. Lead still 12 points in favour of Wyndham. It's Kerr looking for an option. Ananiev finds Knight. Back to Ananiev. Kerr finds Jones. Can't get it to drop. Quick outlet pass there to Maltezos. And Rachel Kerr gets a piece of it.
Such a defensive game, Rachel Kerr.
Hustle.
She was so important in last week's turnaround.
That's right. Ananiev out of court. Can't teach the hustle. That's either something you have or you don't have. Rachel Kerr's got plenty of it.
Yeah, just that willingness to go and go again.
Yeah, and I think with the opportunities that this Wyndham team tries to create, they're happy to just try and pick off that pass. Even if it leads their play to be open, they're going to gamble on picking that off and getting it back and keeping the pressure on. As Dearborn makes a nice move to get past Jones. Tomlinson's got it from up top. Goes to Bontempelli. Pascal's all over her. Good defense from Amanda Pascal. She's double teamed, looking for an option. Finds Jones. Jones is wide open. She's not going to think twice about shooting that, but it's off the back of the rim and out of bounds. There's a few players on this court. You give them half a look, they're not going to think twice.
There's also a few players on the court looking a little gassed right at the moment. It's such an up-tempo game, isn't it?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Maltezos steps out and the experience of Amanda Hobber re-enters the fray.
Be interesting to see how that plays out. Obviously, Wyndham with only 3 players on the bench. Wyndham, in the men's and women's, only running a small squad, where we see the Bulleen have got, 7 players on the bench? It's quite impressive. As Dearborn looks to find Tomlinson, goes it herself. Good rebound from Betson. Is on Jones. Gets their own rebound and gets it to drop. Tabitha Betson with a mismatch on Lauren Jones. Doing her own work on the rebounds.
Boomers have got it back to 10.
Dolney's back on. And the pass there broken up by Hobart. As we're down to 2 minutes to play. It'll be interesting to see how the conditioning plays out in that sort of late fourth quarter. That's when it's going to count. Pascal, Jones, Dolney. 7 on the shot clock for Lauren Jones. Finds a space through the lane. Tomlinson closing in quickly. Just forces the error on the shot there. That's the pressure of Luella Tomlinson for you. Bontempelli flips it out to Betson. Tomlinson now, as we've got something called. .33, Holly Dolney picking up a foul.
Yeah, Holly Dolney's first. She's got 9 points, Holly. Dangerous from outside once again.
I wouldn't be any 2s or 1s in there, I'm guessing. It's a nice move there. Beautiful move from Amanda Hobart. Spinning around, putting it off the glass.
Cuts the lead to 8.
Back back into single figures for Bulleen. Kerr going baseline. Was looking for, I think, Dolney. Dolney went left. Kerr was looking right. Out of bounds. As Hobber's got it now. A minute to play. Up top to Dearborn. Tomlinson. Hugenhout disrupts it. Breaks it up. Flips it out to Jones. Who's going to go inside. Hugenhout off the glass. Betson. Beautiful play by Lauren Jones. Like I was saying was, I just said a moment ago, if Hugenhout doesn't strip that, Tomlinson's wide open to go down the key. But that's the style of play Wyndham are happy to go with. Lindsay Hugenhout's going to come over the top, try and pick it off, and if she gets it, that's the result. Whereas if she misses it, that's a wide open 2 or a layup for Luella Tomlinson.
And a player that's really grown into a role across the course of the season, Lindsay.
Absolutely. Fantastic back half of the season, Lindsay Hugenhout. Pascal finding a lot of space there. Nice turnaround move. Amanda Pascal. Beautiful jump shot.
Double figures for Amanda.
As shot clock and the game clock put out synced up here for Amanda Hobart and Bulleen looking to close out this first half. Tomlinson's posting up. Nice little spin move. Beautiful move, Luella Tomlinson.
9 points for Luella.
Dominant first half. Plenty of blocks and rebounds in that as well. Hugenhout. Pascal. Yes, Amanda Pascal pumping the crowd up as we go into half-time. Right on the buzzer. Fantastic first half from Wyndham. As we have a 13-point lead as we go into half-time. My co-host here, Wes, is having to double duty here and do some presentations at the half-time. So I'll take you into the break. We'll get some stats for you in just a moment once they update. So 12, 13-point lead here for Wyndham with that late 3 for Amanda Pascal. And once that refreshes, come on, we'll go to the men's score really quickly. As we're looking to close out the first half there as well, it's Wyndham up by 7 points in the men. Maurice Howard with 17, Cav Green with 12, Adetomi Ailara with 10. Plenty of players getting it done there. And for the women here, Pascal with 13, Diani Ananiev with 14. That all-important three-point percentage up to 37%. Wyndham already with 10 three-pointers made. They only made 10 for the entire game last week, so that'll be one worth keeping on top of. Luella Tomlinson had a great first half with 9 points, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks. So we'll see plenty of her in the second half. Luella Tomlinson and Bontempelli as well has only the 4 points, but it's been instrumental in constructing this Bulleen offense. So big second half coming up here. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll give you a break during these presentations. Leave the microphones on so you'll be able to hear what's happening. And we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes for second half action.
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium. 44-31, the advantage in the Big V Champ Women. Game 2 of the best-of-3 series with Wyndham leading the series 1-0 and holding the ascendancy by 13 with Wes Cusworth and our play-by-play caller Mitchell Child. And great to see the Big V presentations at half-time, Mitch, and of course at completion of either tonight's game or Game 3 tomorrow, we will have the grand final presentations, which I'm looking forward to being a part of once again.
So we had the All-Star 5. A few players in this game featuring that one was Amanda Pascal, Diani Ananiev, and for Bulleen, Olivia Bontempelli.
Yes, not the only Bontempelli in the house.
Yes, we saw Western Bulldogs star Marcus Bontempelli just sitting behind the bench there, watching his sister go to work here as Bulleen looking to get into their work here with Tomlinson in the high post, flips it off to Dearborn, and Hugenhout gets a piece of it, flips it quickly out to Amanda Pascal, looking for an option. Just going to go it herself as rebounds in and around and bouncing around, and I think Betson gave Ananiev a little bit of a push off there and is called for the foul. It's going to be the third on Tabitha Betson, only player with 3 fouls so far. Wyndham's turn now. Jones to Dolney in the corner. Back across to Jones. She's doubled quickly. Picked off. Great defense from Bulleen. Can they turn it around? As Holly Dolney shifting across is called for the foul. So it's going to be Vitale to the line to shoot 2. Kayla Vitale with the 3 points so far, with a triple made earlier in the game. Knocks the first one down. And the second on its way is good. To lead back to 11 points. Pascal going in, looking for an option. Switches it out to Dolney. Bontempelli gets a piece of it, breaks it up. A 14 on the shot clock for Wyndham here to work with. In the hands of Pascal. It's a screen from Hugenhout. Pick and roll, nice little lefty off the glass. Geez, you can tell Wyndham have done that one a few times. Absolute clockwork, that one there.
Big smile from Lindsay.
Yeah, love it. Love a pick and roll. Beautiful work. I think that was from Ananiev dragging Tomlinson out of the paint as well, clearing up some space as Hugenhout is now guarding Tomlinson, who flips off to Vitale, and it's out of bounds off her leg and a Wyndham ball. As we see Bulleen here, looks like they're going back to their zone, trying to sort of break things up here for Wyndham. But usually the answer to the zone is 3-point shots, which Wyndham are more than happy to oblige with. Bontempelli gets a hand on it, tips it out of bounds. Ananiev finds Pascal. Outside to Dolney. She's going to shoot that. That's just off. Lauren Jones can't quite control it. And Bontempelli comes up with it, flips it outside to Vitale. She's got it in the corner, loses it, out of bounds, Wyndham ball. Champ men have opened things up a little bit here, out to 18 points in favour of Wyndham. So both the men's and women's in the box seat so far, as we're both into the third quarter here. Pascal likes the mid-range, can't get it to drop, finds her own rebounds. Tomlinson was shuffling behind her. That's a professional move from Pascal. Wes just knew the play was behind her. Don't think she had any intention of getting the shot in, but she knew she'd go to the line for 2.
Still a young player, yet so incredibly experienced, and using all of her experience and seasoning in the game to make such a difference.
She signed on for a couple more years here as well, 2 more years, I believe, at Wyndham.
Great news for Wyndham.
I think what will be great, not only is her input on the court, but the input she'll have on the players around her and the development that people like Rachel Kerr, Lauren Jones, Holly Dolney, the young Wyndham women coming up around Amanda Pascal, going to be learning from an absolute pro. As she makes one of the two there.
It's a vindication of all the good things happening at Wyndham. Great coaching, both at men's and women's, and right through the ranks. Real celebration of the successes.
As Dearbon flips it out to Betson, shooting a three, buries that. Great looking shot, Tabitha Betson.
Up to 9 points, Tabitha Betson. Terrific junior representative player. Really knows her game.
A quiet achiever here for this Bulleen team as well. So it goes a little bit unnoticed with Bontempelli, Tomlinson, Dearbon getting a lot of the pressure and attention. Narnia flips it over to Hugenhout, I think it was, and Betson in there again, coming up with it. Great pressure, continuing it. Dearbon looking for an option. Betson's going to go again. And Narnia's going to get a good piece of it. And Betson's in there on the rebound.
Yeah, she's had a good couple of moments, Tabitha Betson up to 11 points.
Bringing them back into this game. Lauren Jones shooting a three. Can't get it to drop. Bontempelli for the rebound. Finds Betson again. But Hugenhout's there on the block. And then Tomlinson is there for the follow-up. And it's back to a 7-point lead for Wyndham. Billy Carlo's gone straight to his defensive pressure and put Rachel Kerr on the sub-in bench. Lauren Jones makes a beautiful move. That's a great... And the ball's turned over. Back in the hands. Lauren Jones has got it back. Can't get it to drop. Beautiful move from Jones there.
Yeah, that was Lauren's first basket for the night and almost followed it up moments later with a second from outside.
But can heat up, don't you worry. Just like we saw Holly Donnelly go back-to-back and knock a few threes in. Lauren Jones, much the same. Betson, beautiful rebound from Betson. Beautiful pass from Tabitha Betson. Unlucky that Dearbon couldn't get the shot to drop. Tabitha Betson is playing an unbelievable third quarter so far. As Ananiev is going to shoot that, and that's going to be long. Outlet pass from Tomlinson. Finds Bontempelli as Bulleen just slowing things down. Tomlinson guarded by Hugenhout. Itale for three off the front of the ring. Quick outlet pass finds Pascal, pushing the pace. As Hugenhout's there on the rebound, Pascal wanted a foul. Looks like Bontempelli was all over her, but the referee says no. And we've got some substitutions for both sides here. What do you got, Wes?
Yeah, look, a couple of the girls are looking decidedly gassed and mindful of the very short bench that Wyndham has right at the moment. Obviously, that needs to be closely monitored, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think look at the... I don't have the shot attempts from the game last week, but the scores are almost up on par with where they were last week, and we're sort of still got a quarter and a half to play as Mackenzie Drew's called for the foul. So I think, yeah, the pace, the shot attempts are going to be up from both sides, which means up and down the court, you know, more times. So, But, yeah, with the big bench, with Bulleen, you've got plenty of players to rotate through, as Rachel Kerr is going to pick it off. Turning defense into offense, Rachel Kerr doing what she does best.
Terrific little player.
And Mackenzie Drew's turn. Can't get a piece of it. And we have substitution here. After a great couple of minutes, Betson's going to come off and Faith Miller back on.
Well, Mike Brookins knows that Tabitha Betson's made a real impact and clearly still has plenty to give. Probably just giving her that little bit of grace.
Quick breather, she'll be back into it, no doubt. As Hugenhout picks off the pass from Tomlinson in the hands of Pascal. Gives it off to Ananiev. Can't get it to drop. The tip out is controlled by Pascal. Fresh 14 for Wyndham on the shot clock. AP tries to find Hugenhout, I should say. Beautiful pass, no look. Little no cheeky, no look from Pascal, finds Hugenhout. She turns a rough pass into an easy shot so many times. You see Lindsay Hugenhout catch these passes almost from behind her and somehow gets them up and off the glass in time. There's a foul's called on number one. Diani got knocked pretty hard.
Well, it's a third personal called on Diani and Anya. That's a little cause for concern.
Yeah, walking off a little bit gingerly.
Yeah, she got a bit of a knock to the head.
I think Lauren Jones reaching in. It's a foul there.
Big season for Diani as we've seen her leave the court. Of course, leading scorer award in Champ Women, Youth Player of the Year, and also a member of the All-Star 5, which is pretty exceptional. And if they get the job done this weekend, obviously that caps what's been an outstanding season for her.
Absolutely. First season here at the club as well, as Hobart gets the first one to drop. Hobart misses the second. Tries to keep it in bounds. Hugenhout reels it in. Finds Dolney on a nice outlet pass to Kerr. And the foul's called there on Hobart.
Interesting matchup there. Obviously, Holly Dolney, 16 years old, up against the experience of Amanda Hobber, 34. It's fantastic to see. And Amanda Hobber continuing to run so very hard.
She's got a work cut out for it, with Rachel Kerr picking her up as Pascal misses the mid-range. Tries for her own rebounds and can't quite reel them in. I was just trying to see if we could have the announcements from the men's game, but couldn't quite find those. It's Dearborn, guarded by Dolney. Tomlinson makes a nice pass to Dearborn. Faith Miller's there on the rebound. And Pascal had a piece of Bontempelli as she was looking to go up.
Sunbury men have cut the Wyndham lead back to 12. Was it 18 at one point?
A bit like this game here. See if they can just get it within striking distance. I think this has been a great third quarter for Bulleen. They've come out of the half-time break really revved up and haven't allowed Wyndham to sort of get away from them. They've been chipping away at this lead without sort of allowing. I don't think we've seen a three-pointer go in so far for Wyndham, which is going to be a telling factor as this game goes on, as Bontempelli knocks both of those down.
I think potentially what is a weapon for Wyndham is the underutilisation to this point of Tennille Knight. I think she's still got plenty to give in this game.
Pascal is just left open. They can't keep doing that. As much as Wyndham like the three, a free throw line jump shot from Amanda Pascal when she's that open, that's going to be danger.
She's got 16 points.
That's a nice looking shot there. Knocks it in. That's Annabelle Dearborn.
She's up to 8.
8 points now. Moving screen. Hugenhout called for the foul. Her second. So Wyndham in trouble now. That's going to be free throws for Bulleen. And we've got some substitutions and a timeout. And Billy Accarlo looking just to slow things down and take a breather and get things back on track for this Wyndham team, as it's been a great third quarter so far for Bulleen. Let's just see what the lead was. So 15-11 this quarter, Bulleen. And we'll just do a quick check on the men's game down there in Boardman Stadium in Sunbury. Looks like the men are still on top for Wyndham. Currently 9 points in favour. So interesting to see, 3 minutes to go here. If Wyndham can just, this is where we saw Wyndham in the second quarter come out and knock in some threes and extend the lead back in their favour. So Bulleen with a couple of free throws here. The leads, oh no, not a free throw, sorry. Baseline ball, and we're in play. And Bontempelli is going to get a look at it. Goes inside Tomlinson. Guarded by Tennille Knight. Maltezos finds Contalte. Goes to Miller, who goes baseline. And Pascal's got it in at transition now. It's Dolney for three. Can't get it to drop. Be interesting to see if Wyndham can knock a couple of threes in here to close out this third quarter and put the lead back in their favour. That's what they're going to want to do. Tomlinson gets that one halfway in and it comes out. Pascal, Jones for three. It's off for Jones. Tennille Knight fouling there. And some free throws for Bontempelli coming up.
First foul for Tennille tonight. It's really Diani Ananiev who is probably posing most of the trouble, although Rachel Kerr also has three, so a little problematic. In fact, Lindsay Hugenhout has three. That seems to have suddenly appeared.
So just speaking of Diani, don't see her on the bench. She might be off getting some treatment there. She limped off earlier in this quarter. She's just, as they would say, down the race into the rooms.
Yep, that's it.
As Bontempelli knocks the first one in. Good from the line, Bontempelli. Shoots him at 70% for the season. She misses that one, of course.
Commentators curse Mitchell.
Pascal. Another mid-range for AP. Gets her own rebound. Can't get it to drop on the follow-up. She'd like those two shots again if she could get them. Maltezos has a three. And that one she can't get to drop.
Does get a lot of rebounds, AP, for a small player.
Oh, finds Hugenhout. I don't know how many times this season I've called out Pascal finds Hugenhout under the ring. She absolutely hits her in the pocket every single time. Bontempelli's shot is a bit too strong.
Another defensive board for AP.
And this time it's Tennille Knight. Oh, jeez. And just like that, it's back to 12 points.
Yeah, Pascal's peripheral vision is something to behold.
It's off the charts. I don't know how you test peripheral vision and reaction time, but geez, would like to see the numbers there. Nice little move there from Dearborn. Shakes Rachel Kerr and knocks that one down. The lead's back to 9. We're into the last minute of this third quarter. This third quarter's raced by. Barely had a breather. Pascal, Kerr, Dolney now inside. Hugenhout looking for an option. Finds Tennille Knight, flips it out to Pascal. Is that Contalte on her? I think it is. Good defense there from Tomlinson. Such a force to be reckoned with under the ring. Just creating so many opportunities, just creating so many missed shots and opportunities for rebounds and blocks and steals for this Bulleen team as Pascal picks off the pass. Beautiful read from AP. And she's got 12 seconds now to work with. 9. Kerr has it now. Nice move there. It's like Hugenhout got Tomlinson on the nose on the way in. She's not enjoying that. Absolutely. Oh, geez. I don't know if you've ever been knocked in the square on the nose before, but there's not much you can do. And then Hugenhout hustling hard. Created the jump ball call. We've got 1.1 on the clock. And the jump ball arrow in favour of Wyndham. So, odd circumstances how it happened, but here we are with 1.1 on the clock. And a Wyndham ball. I'm going to get a good look at this, see what will happen here. So Dolney with the inbound. It's going to be a catch and shoot here for Pascal. And Bontempelli got a hand on it. Bontempelli breaking that one up. So 3 quarters of basketball down. Wyndham holding on to this 9-point lead, as it's been for most of this game. But you can see how this plays out. While we have a breather, we'll take a chance to look at the men's, and it has been cut there. Wyndham now only up by 3, 17-11, third quarter here. So that one's going to go down to the wire. Looks like they're in the same time zone as we are. So looks like I'd love to say we could, finish up this one and watch the men's on the live feed, but they're going to be going down to the wire at the same time. So maybe we might have a chance if that game runs a little bit late in the fourth quarter to check it out. But just back to some stats here. Through 3 quarters of basketball, Amanda Pascal, 16 rebounds to go along with 16 points, 10 assists. How's that for a stat line in Game 2 of a grand final? Amanda Pascal, 16 points, 16 rebounds, 10 assists, 6 steals. Unbelievable. If she can get her team across the line in this game here, I know who my vote, not that I get a vote, but if I had a vote for an MVP for tonight, that's exactly where it'll be going. And Diani Ananiev currently off the court. Don't know what the situation there is with Diani. Looks like she's coming back on. She's got 14. For the visitors, Bulleen spread very evenly across the board. Luella Tomlinson with 11. Annabelle Dearborn with 11. Bontempelli with 9. Betson with 9. So all 4 of the 5 starters up and about that 10-point mark. And then off the bench, Miller, Hobber, Vitale all with points as well. Tomlinson with 15 rebounds to go along with the 11 points. 4 blocks. Again, I feel like she's being harshly done by on the blocks tally. To say she only has 4 blocks is probably a bit rough. And we're underway just about here in a moment for a big fourth quarter. And it's Dearborn. Holly Griffiths has come on for Tomlinson after that hit to the face. Griffiths, Betson, nice little move. And it's a loose ball in favour. Comes up for Bulleen. Bontempelli got Dolney square in the chest. So draws the offensive foul, Holly Dolney. Pascal to Ananiev. Hugenhout posting up on Griffiths. Knight almost loses it. Wyndham with only a handful of seconds on the shot clock. It goes up. I actually couldn't see who that was. Where's
Lindsay?
Oh, of course.
Lindsay Hugenhout.
So it's back to 11 for Wyndham. As Griffiths has it. Maltezos. Betson baseline jumper. Knocks it down. And Wyndham, as always, pushing the pace, Wes.
Yeah, she's been good, Tabitha Betson. 13 points.
Oh, how's that? Pascal finds the pocket of of Lindsay Hugenhout, who makes no mistake.
Who must love playing with Amanda Pascal.
She must. I'll tell you what, I think Pascal loves it just as much because she doesn't miss many of the shots she takes. Foul called there on Tennille Knight. What's the field goal percentage? Lindsay Hugenhout, 53% from the field. I think it might be the highest in the team. It is. There you go. 53 from the field for Lindsay Hugenhout, best on the team.
Tennille Knight's second personal foul, sits down.
Griffiths knocks this one in. I think Griffiths and Diani and Tennille Knight, teammates in the under 18 Vicks team, I think it was. So they're friends off the court. But
know each other's going pretty well, one would imagine.
But fierce competitors on it tonight, no doubt.
Yeah, just 9 points separating the sides. Wyndham have enjoyed that buffer at least for the bulk of the contest.
Yeah, that's right.
Bulleen continuing to push.
Jones. That looks good. Yeah. Tell you what, Lauren Jones has chosen a great time to knock in her first three-pointer.
She can be quite a weapon from distance.
Oh, absolutely. Dearborn. Griffiths looking to get things going for Bulleen. 12-point deficit. Maltezos finds Dearborn in the corner. Is off. Miller with a nice rebound. So the shot clock should have reset, but didn't. So the violation does not stand, and it's going to be a baseline ball for Bulleen. The referee very quick to interject there just to make sure no one was getting too carried away.
Good, very good, clear communication by the officials.
Been great tonight, I say.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah. Nice moves from Griffiths, spinning around to the left. Can't get it to drop. I think, not that we're not going to focus on the referees too much, but I think the best games for referees is when you don't notice them.
Exactly.
Ananiev buries that one. Diani Ananiev showing off why she's a leading scorer in the comp. Yeah, I think AFL, no matter what the game is, when you don't notice the referees, it usually means they're doing their job. There's a nice move there from Maltezos. Can't get it to drop, and Dearborn on the follow-up is fouled. So the lead at 15 points.
And that is potentially Wyndham's biggest issue right now, is coughing up some early fourth quarter fouls, a few players getting into foul trouble, not really being able to create the resting opportunities for the players that can actually take their bench time. Yeah,
I mean, this Bulleen team has rotations for days, don't they? Yeah, so I think we've seen how many Bulleen players have been on the court. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've had 11 players on the court throughout the game. So rotations, they have plenty of it. Wyndham only with 3 players on the bench. Fantastic follow-up from Dearborn.
Yeah, she's got 14 points, Dearborn. Good contributor.
Nice hustle there from Hugenhout, giving the option for Ananiev. Ananiev with Bontempelli. Finds Jones. Jones on Maltezos. Good defense, Maltezos, right in her face. Hugenhout finds AP. One too many. No arguments from AP. She knew it. Maltezos. Finds Griffiths outside. Griffiths loved that. You could see her. She liked the look of that one as she let it go. But straight away, Pascal, before you know it, the ball's back in and back in the face of these Bulleen defenders.
Back to 9 points.
Nice pass from Pascal. Finds Jones. So she's tripped up. Hugenhout there. Getting a bit scrappy. A few of the patrons next to us wanting a foul there as Holly was tripped by Griffiths there, I think. A foul called. Foul on Pascal, I think it was.
No, in fact, it was a foul on Lindsay Hugenhout.
Oh, Hugenhout, sorry.
Her
right.
4th personal.
Ooh.
So she steps out of the game. Billy Arcalo ringing that change. And
to save her for the stretch if it goes that way. Dearborn. As the noise is starting to ramp up. So Ananiev got a piece of the ball from Tomlinson as she was coming up. And came up with it and then picked up a foul for her troubles. As Holly Dolney's having a breather. Tennille Knight coming on. And here we go, the double team on Pascal. So in the hands of Tennille Knight. Gives it back to Jones. 9 points for Wyndham. As we're halfway through this fourth quarter. It's Jones looking for an option. Was looking for Pascal, couldn't find her. Good pick off there from Dearborn. It's going to have Kerr guarding her. And have a look at this crowd, Wes. Starting to get into it. Dearborn turnaround. Baseline jumper's good. Good shot there from Annabelle Dearborn.
16 points for Dearborn. Leads the Boomers in scoring.
Pascal finds Kerr. Tennille Knight thought about shooting it. Gets past two players off the glass. Beautiful shot there for Tennille Knight. As Holly Griffiths steps on the line out of bounds. I don't know how the players do it. We're sitting on the other side of the court with headphones on, not playing a game, and I can barely think with the noise going on. I would hate to be playing.
Wyndham men lead by 15 with just over 4 minutes remaining.
That lead was at 3 points a moment ago.
Yeah, they've exploded. It's looking pretty promising. Wyndham.
Pascal is shooting a three. Pascal is burying that one. I need a better look. I'm going to have to stand up somewhere higher. I keep losing my view. And the lead's back to 12. Wyndham just keeping this distance, keeping him at arm's reach. Maltezos looking for an option. Good one here with Bontempelli in the paint. Tennille Knight, I think, is going to give away the foul. Two threes, yeah, that's right. So Tennille Knight called for the foul. So Bontempelli going to the line for 2 free throws. Knocks the first one down. And she's 2 from 2 on this occasion. Pascal. Hugenhout gets it back to her. Looking for a cheeky pass for Tennille Knight. Couldn't find her. Maltezos pushing the pace.
Back to 8 points.
Great hustle from Maltezos. Showing some real speed. 4 minutes to play. Pascal looking just to create something here. Draws the double team. Finds Tennille Knight. Hugenhout. Back out to Knight with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, timed that to absolute perfection.
21 points for Amanda Pascal. She's had another big night.
How calm was she there? Shot clock winding down. As Hugenhout sends that one back. Nice pass from Tomlinson. Finds Dearborn for 3. Can't get it to drop. As Tennille Knight's fighting hard for it. Jump ball call. Great hustle from both players there. I think Tennille Knight came down on top of Amanda Hobart. Nothing in it. Loose ball. But Hobart just got squished and she's not looking too good. Walking off on her own though. Just 10 points. This Wyndham team have managed just to keep Bulleen at arm's reach, and they are not far off clinching the series, which would be an amazing feat here. But it's not done. This Bulleen team is a team of fierce competitors and will not go down until the final siren is blown. We'll just do a quick score check over in Sunbury as the men are going at it with about 3 minutes to play, just like this one. Looks like the Wyndham champ men are holding on to an 11-point lead with 2 minutes to play there. Despite Ishmael Sanders going for 27, Maurice Howard has 25.
Have a look at the minutes that Cav Green and Maurice Howard have played. They have played every minute of the game.
And no doubt, I think you'd look at the same tally here. Amanda Pascal, 36-44. I think that's exactly the same. She's playing 40 tonight, no doubt about it, Amanda Pascal.
And look at Olivia Bontempelli. She's played huge minutes, 35 and a half minutes so far tonight. Luella Tomlinson, Annabelle Dearborn,
Yeah.
almost 32. So it's a big performance tonight.
Well, Diani's firing that one off in quick time. And she's going to give away a foul, is Diani. It's going to be her fourth. And I think
It's a little bit problematic.
Yeah, Billy's got to leave her in, though, as he's got Hugenhout in as well. You couldn't take off. You couldn't take off Diani. She's worth leaving on the court just for her offensive presence, even if you sort of let her just people blow by her on defense. As Maltezos is trying to keep this Bulleen side in it. It's cut to 9. Now 8. Good shooting from Emily Maltezos. There's a bit of a press here from Bulleen. Pressuring Pascal with the ball. He can take some seconds off the clock. Gets a screen from Hugenhout. Does Pascal. Finds Kerr, a little outlet. Back to inside now to Hugenhout. Pascal getting that off in time. Can't get it to drop. Good defense there from Bulleen, creating some pressure. Vitali for 3 is off. And that's going to be in favour of Wyndham out of bounds, off Bontempelli.
Wow. Yeah, strong play by an undersized Rachel Kerr there on that occasion too. She's been taken from the court, but that was important, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Just forced that error by the Boomers on offence. Or the missed fumble, it wasn't so much as an error.
Yeah, Pascal trying to see what she's looking for here. Gets Bontempelli moving. Oh, Pascal comes up with it. Beautiful pass, finds Thin. Yeah, she's fouled by Dearborn on the way in. Dearborn can't believe it. So Tennille Knight, this is her first free throws for the night. Yeah, first free throws for tonight for Tennille.
Important for Tennille.
It's a 70% shooter. Makes no mistake with the first. Second one looks good too.
He's got 12 points today tonight.
Off the bench, been fantastic. Vitali. I think this is a game. This run and gun game does not suit Bulleen as well as it suits Wyndham. Wyndham are happy for this pace to stay up and this ball to be bouncing back and forth because they know they can do it. Tennille Knight finds Holly Dolney. Pascal slowing things down with 15 on the shot clock. She's doubled. Hugenhout. Oh, Maltezos read that like a book and picked it off, pushing the pace right back down. Dearborn flips it over. Bontempelli. Ananiev. And Tomlinson on the hold. I think you'll see Wyndham closing out pretty hard and fast. Happy for this Bulleen side to go in and make twos. You know, they don't want the Bulleen, you know, Bontempelli and Vitali and Maltezos. If they start firing threes, it could be dangerous, especially with Tomlinson on the court as well. Tomlinson on the court gets those offensive rebounds and gives them second chance looks. Could be very dangerous. As Ananiev finds Pascal. Hobart, sorry, he's guarding her. As we're down to a minute 30, 10 points now. Pascal gets rid of Hobart. Pascal draws the contact from Luella Tomlinson. Beautiful move there from AP, getting the contact. And the shot off the glass. Tomlinson is out of the game with 5 fouls, Wes. And that might just spell things here for Wyndham. As Pascal adds to her tally. Hobart, Vitali. Dearborn has it now. Gets it off to Hobber in the corner. Fires one. Can't get it to drop. As Diani is fighting hard for it and is fouled. And that's the limit and a timeout. with 1 minute and 7 seconds to play. And Pascal working the crowd up. We'll take a quick second to check the score over in Boardman Stadium out in Sunbury. The men there still going at it. It's 15 points in favour. I think we might have 2 winners in town tonight. Looks like the men's and women's are both in the box seat. It's a long way back for Sunbury in the men and a long way back here for Bulleen in the women's game. As here we have 13 points in favour for Wyndham. We go back to that 3-point percentage. Wyndham shooting it at 35%. Mentioned that earlier tonight, that it's going to be a key factor, that Wyndham are going to get enough looks to win themselves this game. And so far, it's been the case. So Pascal is... Sorry, Diani Ananiev was fouled on the loose ball. So she's here for the free throws. I think it's icing on the cake time for Diani Ananiev. She's got 18 points now. And 19 for Diani. As we're down to the final minute. And it's 15 points in favour of Wyndham. Really got to roll the dice here as Griffiths is shooting a long 3. And Diani Ananiev picks up the rebound. Pascal is just going to hold things up. Doesn't have to go anywhere, she doesn't want to. Saul Contatate fouls and Pascal goes to the line. Now, Wes, I'm not one to sort of before the fat lady sings, but I think that might, we're at the situation now where Bulleen are relying on Wyndham to miss free throws and for them to shoot 4 3-pointers in the last minute. I think that's about it here. It's been a fantastic season from this Wyndham women's team and the men's team for that matter of too. They look like they're going to win the game in the series in 2 games there, but I mean, Amanda Pascal has been absolutely outstanding in her first season for Wyndham. It'd be great to see what she brings in the following years as Maltezos is firing one, can't get it to drop. And Pascal is going to be fouled, reaching in, running straight down. And it's been great to be a part of it on the media side of things. You know, myself on the commentary, joined by Dave Chalmers on the camera and yourself on the court announcing, Wes. It's been great to feel a part of this Wyndham family and, you know, enjoy their success on the court as well.
Sure has. It's been enormous. Sure it'll bring great delight to many.
I think the crowd in the back half of the season has been fantastic. I look forward to that growing over the years. Now that we're in this, you know, post-COVID times when crowds can regularly come down to the basketball and enjoy the games. So, as Pascal, I think she loves the crowd as well. As much as they love her, she loves the crowd back. You know, I haven't seen any players, from the men or the women, interact with the crowd the same way as AP does. And then it's a two-way relationship there as Griffiths makes a nice shot off the glass. And that is the shot clock turned off as Pascal and Ananiev going back and forth. Diani Ananiev has it, and that's season 2022 underway and finished. Wyndham are your women's champions. Congratulations to the Bulleen Boomers. It's been a fantastic season, and they've been fierce competitors here tonight. But after a breakaway first quarter, Wyndham have done it. My co-host Wes here has had to duck off. He's master of ceremonies here for the post-game. Congratulations to the referees. Fantastic game, both the gentlemen. And we'll go down to the line check the men's game there. I think that's all done as well. As the champ men for Wyndham and for the champ men for women have done it. It's an outstanding season here. Both sides taking home the chocolates. Don't know what else there is more to say. Congratulations to the Boomers. They've been fantastic. Just not their night here tonight. Wyndham managed to knock their three-pointers down, and it's hard to answer that when they can pull on the pressure so quickly. I think that's going to do it here for us tonight. Camera in the feed will stay up. You'll be able to see the presentations. We'll leave the microphones on so you can hear that as well. Thank you for joining us. If you've joined into to the live stream tonight for your first time, or if you've joined us all season, I appreciate it. Sitting here talking to myself half the time. It's great to know there's people at home watching it and enjoying it as well. So I'll be here back next season, commentating again, hopefully a few more wins for Wyndham. So if you want to join us, I appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you then.
Jared wants a photo with us three and us two and Liv with the girls when it's all done. So that means a lot.
this camera